Hey, this is a battle against Xenon. This was a very interesting battle. This is the first time I battled him. Xenon, you're like my idol on YouTube. Like, oh my god, I wish like I was as good as you. So here, T-Bolt, he predicts me switching into his Metagross, which is awesome. The reason why he used some OU Pokemon was because he wasn't sure about the tier, what we were supposed to use, so he used a mixed tier, which is okay. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry I don't get the full video. I accidentally cut it off somehow. I don't know, I was trying to edit this video, and accidentally I thought I deleted it, but then I found it somewhere in my computer, so there we go. So now I go for the U-turn because I messed up with my Paladin because I couldn't do my combo. So here, he predicts me using Thunderbolt very nicely. It does nothing to his Latias, which is a special wall. Here I switched to my Paladin because I know Latias is a special person. And then he goes into his Metagross, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I switched into my Aztekipede because my Aztekipede can take all of his physical attacks, the iron defenses, and I U-turn here. And this does nothing. So I go into my Altaria because I figure he can take a hit if need be, and he Toxics. Now Toxic to the Altaria doesn't really do anything. So here I EQ once. He Meteor Mashes, and he does quite a bit of damage. So I'm like, screw this. I Roost, because I knew his Meteor Mash wouldn't do as much as half health, so I might be able to heal a little bit. And it worked because he gets the Parahacks. Now here he sleeps because he doesn't want the Parahacks, and he gets his Chesto Berry off. Now this basically screwed him because he stays in now, and not going to be put him to sleep. So here he Iron Defenses, I don't know why, but I mean, look, again, because I realized that I can do my full combo with ease. So here he uses Iron Defensing because he's trying to get all of his defenses up so that he could survive whatever. Now here, I knew if I survived or if I didn't, I would have killed the Pokemon. And here he goes to sleep. I'm happy, and I go Eruption. Now I could have, if I'd known that my Typhlosion was faster than Metagross, I could have avoided all of this. But I was working off the principle that he was faster. Here, I thought he was faster. I didn't know if he was Choice Scarfed or not. Well, he does a lot of damage, and I didn't think he was Choice Scarfed or anything because Tri-Attack is just a beast attack. So, anyways, I go U-turn because I checked the stats on Smogon, and I found out I was faster, but that wasn't the case. Because I guess I later on I looked at one of his videos, and his Porygon Z was Choice Scarf, and I'm like, ooh. So here he recovers. I send out my Paladin. Hopefully maybe I can get a Yawn off. So I go straight for the Yawn because I already knew he was gonna switch because he knows. And because of learning from the Metagross's mistake, I'm like, well, let me go straight for the Yawn, and then if he stays in, I can always Mean Look. And then here I think I Baton Passed. I'm not sure. No, I just switched out because I figured he was going to switch or use Earthquake. So here he Will-O-Wisp me. I Roost because I want to get some health up, because I want to use my Altaria for later. So now he goes into his Latias, and I switch into my Aztekipede for Death Water. Just because honestly I just want to safe switch into my ball of light so I can go T-Wave. And he goes to his Emperor, intimidates me. I'm like, oh my god. So now my explosion, I'm afraid to use it because I've been intimidated. So here I go into my Paladin because I figured he was going to EQ and... Well, no, I just wanted to go on my Paladin because I thought he could take a hit better, but he doesn't. Here I wish, see if I can get some health for one of my Pokemon that I send in. Go to my Hitmonchan, I scare away his, his Tauros, and then I sub up, because that's what Hitmonchan does, and my wish comes true. So now I have full health, I'm behind a sub. So I figure, why, switch out and waste my sub? Let me just go for the Focus Punch, see how much it actually does. It does quite a bit. I mean, I am intimidated, so I think that's pretty good. Here, I Focus Punch again. He goes into his Destroyer. And, Focus Punch does shit to him because he's got 4 times resistance. So here I go for an Ice Punch, I think. And, he went for his Bug Buzz. Now, I didn't know if he was, Choice Spect. But, here I switch into my Ball of Light because I was like, he might bugs again, and that made it useless. So, he switched out into his Tauros, and his Tauros, takes the T-Bolt. About, a third health. And with leftovers, I was like, okay, this is going to be a 3-hit KO, so let me just take out this Tauros and be the end of it. And, it gets a pair of hacks, and I take out his Tauros without getting 1 bit of damage, which is awesome. And, so, with that, happening, he sends his, Arcanine, and I'm like, okay, T-Bolt, because his Arcanine might be more physical bulky. Here he goes, Morning Sun, and what happens is, I T-Bolt again, thinking he might not Morning Sun again, but he does, and, he does this, 3 times in a row. But, you know, fool me once, fool me twice, it ain't fool me thrice. So, here I go for the taunt because I knew he was going to do it again. So now, that was bad because I should have taunted in the first place, but, well, hey, you know what? You live and learn. So now here I go for the T-Bolt because I know I can definitely survive 1 hit because I'm good in special defense and I have Focus Sash. So no matter what, I'm surviving at least 1. And here, he's eating his leftovers. I call back. I go into my Altaria because I'm thinking I can resist the Fire Blast. Because my Altaria is pretty bulky. He's got full HP and max attack, I think, or something like that. And he withdraws. He goes into his his Porygon Z. And I was predicting him going into his Latias, but he predicted me there. So he goes into Tri-Attack, which doesn't kill me, it leaves me with 11 HP, and Outrage kills him and me. So, yeah, I mean, that was good, I mean, in a way. I mean, I did make a lot of mistakes that I shouldn't have. So here I go on my Hitmonchan figure, and he's, pretty much my, sweeper. He's a very slow sweeper, and for this reason, so I can get my substitute off, so that, they don't just keep breaking my sub. So here I go for the Focus Punch, and he switches into his Destroyer, and I think this knocks out his Destroyer. He really wants to save that. Oh no, it doesn't. Then I go Mach Punch, and that takes it out. And I guess he really wants to save his Arcanine for whatever I have. So here I go for the Focus Punch because I'm like, a Focus Punch, it's just a beast. And I should have went for the Focus Punch again, but I didn't. So here I go for the Mach Punch because I thought I could take him out, and he misses. And I go for the Mach Punch again, and he switches into his Latias, and I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. So here his latias takes nothing from that Mach Punch. And I just went straight for the Ice Punch because that's the only move I really have against this thing. And he gets a useless crit. That's funny. And Ice Punch does okay chunk. Like I said, I wish I went into whatever. So here I was just honestly just trying to get as much damage as possible because I knew if I switched I would have been screwed. So then I go into my Ball of Light, my Electrode, and I go for the T-Wave, but T predicts me and intimidates me, and I T-Waved his dog, which I was like, oh my god. So then since I was intimidated once, I was afraid to explode, which I should have. I gotta learn how to use explosion better. So here he goes back into his latias, and I'm like, well, I have to